another critical area that we find when missed can lead to entire ventures to collapse and be stopped. And this is in venture design and strategy, and it's to do with commercialization. And the lesson is to focus on market demand and commercialization as early as possible. You see, sometimes as entrepreneurs, you're sitting there and you get the biggest idea. You think, wow, this is a problem that really needs to be solved. And then you fall in love with your problem and you go in and you start building. We have met people who have come to us and said, hey, Engenesis, we have spent over 2 years building our product. We've spent $300,000. We've even mortgaged our house to get our app ready. And we have one question for you. And we say, okay, so far sounds really good. And what's that? And they say, we'd like to learn how to get our first customer. And our jaws drop. We are thinking, you've spent all of these years, all of that money, and you're only asking that question now. Well, unfortunately, it's too late, right? Why? Because sometimes you go and build all of these features and there is absolutely no demand. Yeah. So how can we prevent this? Well, it's by thinking about this from day one. So if you're in this stage where you've got your idea and you haven't started building yet, this is one thing I'd say start doing right now. Start thinking, how am I going to get users? How am I going to get customers? How am I going to get revenue? Yeah. If you're already in the building process, well, now is the time you want to start thinking about that. In fact, a study was done by CBinsights. They interviewed thousands of startups and they were looking at the reasons for why these startups failed. And the number one response, the number one reason why startups failed, in fact, 40% of them reported that there was no market need. So again, sometimes we're saying just one line, but this is a pattern that we've seen over and over again. People over-investing and being overconfident with their idea, and they end up building something that nobody wants, right? There is no audience that comes.